now we are officially live. All right, let me go ahead and get chat opened up and pop that out. Welcome back, everyone. Uh-oh. Which account did I go to? It says I don't have a return to studio. Let's try that. Oh, that's right. I'm on the Osoroshi account right now. Continue. Okay. Okay, let's not share this for a second, just in case I go into any stuff for like my account passwords and stuff. What's up, everybody? We are live right now, about to start our playthrough of Void of Crown, the name of the TTRPG we're playing. And at this time, you're more than welcome to jump into chat, which will be also live and on the corner box here when I finally get it popped out. You can ask anything, of course, about Japan, but also about the game we're playing. This is all my own original stuff. The characters made are originally made by the people playing, who are also live at the same time. And it's just kind of a mix of role-playing, dungeon mastering. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to call it dungeon mastering. I think I might think of another name for... I heard one recently. There's a RPG called Within the Ring of Fire, and there's something you're called like the Light Bearer or something like that. I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool name for a dungeon master. We'll figure out something like that eventually. But maybe Supreme Ultra Awesome Intelligent Guy might be. No, I'm just joking. We'll figure out something for what it's called for a dungeon master for my game. But we're kind of piecing stuff together kind of as we're going. All right, go to the live. There we go. All right, we got Draz here. All right, awesome. Hey, Draz, jump into the voice channel anytime you want. I think you should be able to do it, I think. Give me just a second here. Pop out chat. Okay. Now we got to capture chat. Okay. And we need to switch to... Where's it at? There. That's the actual window. That's the correct one. Chat. We're about to capture properties. Now, how long we go tonight, I'm not totally sure. Grumpy, what's up? All right. Jonah's already in there. He's actually one of our players. What did I do? Did I turn off my camera? Video capture device. Why did I turn that off? Am I okay? Okay. So, I guess let's do a quick audio check for the party members. Are you guys all there?
We here.
Yep.
Here.
All right. I do see... Okay, maybe actually, you know what? Maybe I need to refresh. I see Lucy and Kizit, but for some reason... Cassiel, did I get that right?
You got it right.
Okay, Cassiel, I'm not seeing yours show up. Maybe I got to refresh it. Give me a second. Let me see what happens. It might just need to be a refresh.
I just popped up.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
How about maybe?
We are we're using Roll20. If anybody's wondering what we're using, as you can see, it's loading right now. If you're wondering why it's taken a while, it's because I have a lot of original art in here. Oh, there you go. Now you showed up. I don't know why it was taking so long before. Now, viewers at home, what you can see and what the players can see is very different, okay? Anything that's off the playing board area, they cannot see. So they're not watching the live stream as they play. It would actually be very difficult for them to do because they would hear themselves as they're trying to talk. So please, no spoilers, all right? But also, just kind of let them enjoy the atmosphere, turn on some binaural beats, mellow out. Hold on just a second here. How can I move? Can I? Nope, I thought so. It's going to move the whole thing. Let me undo that. Where's my undo button? Come on. Undo. I thought it was like... No? I thought there was an undo button. I could have sworn there was. Oh, well, whatever. I didn't move it that much. Everything's still pretty much where it's supposed to be. Okay. Let me kind of give an update. This is both a refresher for me, the players, and you watching. When last time we started our adventure, they awoke, I should say, from death, because that's how you start my role-playing world. You awake from death and begin your new life in the undeath. You're not undead, you're not a vampire or a zombie, you're just given a second chance at life. And we're not going to go into the lore of that because I've explained it before. If you're interested, watch the first video. Anyway, when they do restart, they're amnesiacs. They're learning all about the world and kind of who they are and what's going on, as the players are and as you, the audience, are. So they were awoken. They've been called by the All-Sun, who is a god currently buried underneath the depths of the world they're in, called Drathorn. And to prove themselves as worthy followers of the All-Sun, they are given their first mission, which is not nabbing back, acquiring a sort of looted reliquary, which is a holy object, from a nearby mine known as the Sufferhorn Smoke Mines. These mines are usually used by the town that they're in, called Gormid. That's the name of the town. They're usually mined by the smoke miners, obviously. That's who would mine it. And they can no longer do that job anymore because the mine has completely been taken over by not just one, but two different sort of dark underworld cults. One from the Mycena cult of fungus, and another by the parasite cult known as Symbioc the Parasite God. Okay? They got in there and they solved some problems that the cult of fungus was having by pretty much retrieving an area where their skinlings, which are the youth that they kidnapped to force into their cult, were kind of barred off from. And at the same time, one of their biggest fights is they killed the pit nest worm. The pit nest worm is a worm, also known as a lantern worm, that pretty much kills its prey by opening its big sort of face hugger looking mouth, face, whatever you want to call it, and throwing out a giant burst of light. Now, while that helps illuminate the area of underground areas, it also is like a flashbang grenade and can blind everyone and allow the worm to feed, which it tried to do. And instead, there was a back and forth fight. I think none of you guys got injured, right?
I don't think so.
Some people got knocked prone, and some people, I think, like some stuff got knocked out of your hands. But you guys were able to dodge almost everything, and there were some crushing blows. There was, I think, 2 critical hits, weren't there?
Yeah, both of me.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Cassiel, who comes from an area known as Ubaconia, sorry. Ubicon is the race, Ubaconia is the area, which are known for, like, they pretty much live for war. They're like 24/7 warriors. He brutally suppressed any sort of attack the Lantern Worm would have, to the point that it was bludgeoned to death more or less by torches. And now laying in a pit of its own goo, it was then quickly barbecued by the skin witches who inhabit this side of the cave, and eaten by their broodin known as the skinlings, which are children that they kidnap by nearby villages and then sew on using the fungal adhesive parts of animals that they find in the forest to make them sort of their Chimerian guards. They have now made sort of a truce with the skin witches and the fungal cult, who have now asked them to go deeper into the cave in order to meet the true enemy, which they consider the symbiote cult of parasites to be. So you've got fungus versus parasite. Who will win? We are currently, if I and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe. Hold on, give me a second.
I just wanted to let you know we
Yeah.
were able to get Draz into the chat too.
Nice. And Draz is here to give me pointers on Roll20. I was like, what am I doing? This is only like I shouldn't say it's my third or second time using it. I've used it a bunch in the past, but only as a playing character, not as a dungeon master. This is only like my third time using it as an actual dungeon master. So there's still a lot I need to learn. Bear with me as I learn. But we do have Senpai Draz in here who hopefully I am a worthy kohai for. Okay. So let me grab the little pen thing. Freehand. I believe we are currently in front of the door. Okay, are you guys are able to see? Okay, yeah, you're looking at everything through Roll20. So they are able to see it, but they're not seeing all the same stuff as you because they're playing through Roll20 where they can see only what playing characters are allowed to see. So me as the dungeon master, I can see everything that is off the board as well, just like you, the players. I mean, you, the viewers, but not the players. Okay. What a confusing thing to explain. Okay. So I just drew something right there in the narcissist's throne chamber. This little dot right here, right there, this is where you guys are at, right? Am I correct in saying that?
I think
Yes.
so.
All right. So you retrieve the key from the pit nest worm's clutches. Well, no, actually, it was a skeletal smoke miner's corpse that you retrieved it from while bashing the very aggressive worm. And now you stand in front of a door with a obvious lock on it, and you hold a giant skeleton key. What do you do?
I'm gonna put the key in the lock and open this motherfucker.
All right. Cassiel, is that who said Cassiel, right? Is that who said that?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, that was
Cassiel.
me. Sorry.
Yeah, no
Sorry,
worries,
Joan.
no worries. I wish one thing they should incorporate is highlighting who's talking. Oh, now I guess we don't have voice enacted yet. That's why. Because if we have voice, then we're gonna have like double. Okay, we'll have to figure that out later down the line. Okay.
I'll show you later how to do that because Roll20 is actually fully integrated into Discord.
So
you could even roll dice from Discord into Roll20.
And
Oh, that'd be so much easier.
So we'll go over that later on.
Awesome. Thank you, dude, man. You rock. Okay, so the voice you just heard is Senpai Draz, who is far more knowledgeable when it comes to all things computer in general compared to me. I approach it with a very boomer status and yeah, do the best I can with that. Okay, so let me go ahead and do a reveal. Reveal. Oh my God. One big problem I have is I always click on OBS to try and move stuff. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's being shown through OBS. Don't click on your studio, click on Roll20. Okay. Reveal, there we go. Reveal area. Okay. And we should be able to reveal all of this. Okay, so the door hesitantly swings open. And put this back. Okay. Now move this around. And we're going to move this out of the way. This is the Skin Witches, in case anyone's wondering what I'm moving there. And this is the Narcissist Throne. So what you guys see in there is... Where did I put that picture? Here it is. The Crucifusioners. The Crucifusioners. How well can you see that? It kind of looks kind of blurry. Let me see if
those guys look hot.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's not upside down. They are actually on well, it's not exactly a crucifix because it actually has two crosses going through it. They are ritualistically turned upside down. And you can see all sorts of slithering things going in and out of either naturally formed orifices, if you will, in the most polite way I can say this, and unnaturally formed ones due to the creepy crawly things going in and out. They appear to be in a mix between agony and ecstasy. They are also all branded with an did I draw this before? Yeah, I did. This symbol right here. Wait, you guys can see the full thing. Yeah. You guys can see this picture, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It says the symbol of symbiote. I'm not sure if you can read that, if my handwriting is good enough. But they all have this brand. This is the same brand that you saw in the hallway of the lantern worm. And so now you really know this be symbiote symbol. You see them there. They're kind of like you just hear echoes of like moans of agony. Like I said, a mix between agony and ecstasy. And I got to kind of move this out of the way so you can see the full thing. So at the back here, oh man, this thing, why does it got to do this little? Okay, there we go. And let me grab my little pen tool again. Here's all the cross people right here. You can see I drew the key there because you needed that key to enter in. Here, this little dot, this guy up here, he has his back turned to you right now, but pretty much he's in these like dark crimson robes, which they look pretty decent, but you do see like near the bottom, they do appear to like become kind of like gritty and gross and stuff, like he's been in the mines for a while. He is currently facing some sort of tabernacle sort of object and murmuring some kind of chant. And as you enter, he finishes the chant. He doesn't immediately stop. He finishes the end of a chant. Then he doesn't turn around to face you. He just merely says like, new proselytes come to join the worm. Am I right? While he's waiting for you to answer, then he just goes back to like whatever the chant is. I don't have the whole language written. Give me a break.
I think I still have the tooth that Toast had engraved with the same symbol of symbiote.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going to flash it out at them and be like, yeah, we're new acolytes and we're here to kind of see what's going on, I suppose.
Now, when you hold that up, unlike before where he was just kind of like, okay, whatever, some new people, cool, whatever, come on in. Hold on, let me get his picture out. Wrong thing. Hold on. Okay, here we go, finally. He spins around, and pretty much what you see is a man, well, the shape somewhat of a man, who is wearing, like I said, those nice robes, but you do see like, not worms, but like tentacles or tendrils, I guess would be a better one, because they're not actually tentacles. They're not like suction cups on them, but they're like writhing beneath the plates of the shoulder plates he's wearing. They're writhing from beneath where his feet should be at the bottom of the robes. His hands, you can kind of see them, and they look like they were more sapien before, but have like slowly sort of molted into like really crusty dark red to like deep brownish sort of, not claws or talons, but maybe kind of looking like the shape of almost that lantern worm you saw before, like the sort of mouth hand face that it had. That's the way his hands kind of look. He's wearing a mask, and you can only see like one sort of shiny eye coming through that mask. You can kind of hear like popping and clicking like as he's moving around the room, and he doesn't really move in the walking sense. He more so undulates from, yeah, he's just kind of like, and it, like I said, it's not like a normal like step, echo step, like it's kind of like a mix
Like
between
writhes over.
kind of a mix between like the sound of an insect with a slug, like kind of like a mucusy clicking type sound.
Ew.
Yeah, it's unsettling to say the least. And he points to it's Kizit who held up the claw. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He points to that and says, "Where did you get this?"
Sorry. We found it on the way in.
On the way in. So you found it on the way in towards the corpse of a lantern worm?
Yes, it was already dead by the time we got there.
Dead. No! And then he like curses in whatever kind of crazy language the symbiotes speak. It's like half religious, half common tongue. And you don't know exactly what he's saying, but you can just tell by the tone, like he is pissed. He's like, the skin witches and their goddamn skinlings. Who did this? Did you see them tear the worm apart?
Yeah, in fact, I think they're kind of grilling it right now.
You can tell he's about to make like another outburst, just by like almost like a growl coming from beneath his mask. But he kind of somewhat practices a bit of temperance, lowers his head, and tries to regather himself because he knows he's like representing the cult of Symbiote, and you're his first impression. He's like, okay. Now, more than ever, we need new recruits. Will you come forth and be part of the crucifusion that will forge you into the true follower Symbiote wants?
I'm gonna take a step forward.
All right. You take a step forward and you see sort of like doesn't look okay. Let me see. I think I have a picture of what they look like. Do I have that uploaded? Give me just a second here. Hold on. Come on. Don't give
Quick
me.
question:
Sure.
Are these crucified dudes? Are
Mhm.
they like staked into the ground, or are they able to like kind of hop around, or does it look like they can kind of hop around?
No, I mean they don't look like they could break loose anytime at all. They're both tied. They're both tied to the crucifixes, the inverted crucifixes, and also nailed. So unless they do some sort of superhuman feat of strength, which they don't look like they're in any state to do such a thing, they don't look like they're moving anytime soon.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't. It doesn't look like they're about to hop off and be like, "Good golly, we gotta amble on over to you." That's how Cult of Symbiote talks. Good golly,
Oh, gee
another.
willikers.
Yeah. Well, my goodness. Okay, no, I'll stop. Okay. So here we go. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, so this guy who's like, he looks halfway between what this guy has become and what the people on the crucifixes look like, but it doesn't look like. Hold on. Did that? It looks like it didn't finish processing yet. Why is it taking so long? Okay, I'll try to. Okay, there we go. Now it's the right size. It looks like he's like a reject version of that, and he's like kind of like hunched over and like looks like he's even not that mobile. He's dragging one leg, and the other leg, it's still mostly a full foot, but there's like these useless sort of dead tendrils kind of hanging off the back. And he like ambles over, barely able to carry this like giant inverted crucifix, and is like, "Are they ready, master?" And he's like, "Silence for just a second." Well, he doesn't even say just a second. He's ruder than that. He's like, "Silence!" And he's like, "Who will step forward first to be nailed to the cross of Symbiote and give their body to his true transcendence?"
I'm not taking another step forward until
Okay, all of you guys take a step back, and Cassiel. No, I'm just joking. So hold on. While you're think about that for a second, because I need to check. One other part was supposed to. I didn't download. Okay, take your time. Think about that. I need to upload one more picture that didn't quite get uploaded yet. Oh, whoops! I'm showing my email at the same time. Well, it doesn't matter. You can see what my email is. Roll20. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let me upload that. I just don't want you to see the pictures all. Continue to talk about it. I'm gonna upload one more thing I forgot and discuss amongst yourself what you decide you will do. Let's see here. I'll be quiet while you do. Okay.
Let me see what I've got.
I've actually still got that other tooth from Toast as well.
Oh, that's right. You also had one. Yeah. So Cassiel and Kizit both have like this. If anybody's wondering what they're talking about, it's the equivalent to like the most massive talon you can imagine, like a bird's talon almost, but it was connected to a finger facehugger type face of the lantern worm, which pretty much its hands clasp together and release when they shine a big bright light on everything to kind of flashbang everyone into a coma, more or less.
About how many feet away does it look like both of these guys are from us?
I would say about 3 feet. Like you almost could, you could come kind of close with touching them with your hand if you really wanted to suddenly reach out. But you're within like, I would say within striking distance. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but
I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean,
So they're not dangerous, but the leader is?
Definitely the people on the inverted crucifixes, also known as the crucifusioners. They're not about to do anything. They look like they're kind of in between a state of life and death and quote unquote a transcendence. But the main, whatever you consider this guy, you don't know what his rank is, but he's either like a priest or a monk or some sort of religious representative of the cult. He definitely doesn't look like he looks pretty sturdy. He's probably about a good 6'2". The writhing tendrils beneath even boost him up even higher. And he looks exactly like you see the picture of. Like there's all kinds of creepy crawly stuff going on with him. You have no idea what's going on beneath the robe.
and he's just got this shoulder plate and a helmet on, essentially.
It's not a helmet. No. Okay, so he's got.
Oh, mask. I'm sorry, a mask.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Don't worry. I would say the most armored aspects of his body, just with a quick eye spot, is you can tell he's got, I would say, scale plate, the equivalent to scale plate on his shoulders, only his shoulders. It does connect in a sort of solar plexus area of his rib cage, just to kind of like, you just poke your head through this thing and the hood comes out the top. His mask does not appear to be any sort of metallic based mask. It looks like it could be definitely some sort of organic material like shell, maybe painted wood, maybe, but it doesn't look like it's armor plated or anything. His only other armored really aspect is probably the sort of hanging. Hold on, let me just upload this and I'll go and circle the different parts so you can kind of just eye them up. Did I send it yet? Okay, I think I sent it. Inbox. Did it come here yet? Is it there? No, not yet. Come on, where did this photo go? Photos. Okay, add, send. Okay. Come on. This is the one last photo I need, and then I've got everything uploaded. I'm good.
Cool.
Pretty much like, okay, his belt area, like that thing that connects around his solar plexus, leads down almost completely to a sort of belt type thing where like the buckle itself is probably plated, but the rest is more just some sort of hide to loop it around. And then the gauntlets, well, they're not gauntlets because they don't cover his hands. Bracers, I think is the better term. Then the bracers around his wrist area. They go up pretty far, probably about from wrist to elbow. And they appear to be the same metal that the scale shoulder plates are. Pauldrons, isn't that what you call a shoulder plate? Pauldrons. So they are like kind of like really ornate. You see like carvings and stuff in there of like worms and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So you're not sure, like maybe those are strong, maybe sometimes decorative stuff is not quite. What happened? Why didn't the picture show up? God, why does it do this sometimes? Let me send it again. Give me a second. It seems like every time, the second time I send it, then it shows up. Photos, add. Now it shows up. I don't get it. And that's pretty much it. Like otherwise, the robe sort of hanging around his body, the crimson colored sort of dark mauve robe, has a gold trim around it, but it's not like the actual metal gold. It's like, threaded gold.
Yeah.
So that more or less covers it. Okay, now switch to here, and then this, and then okay, pull this in. Okay, I'm about to have this uploaded, and then we're back. Come on, finish. Okay, back to there. Drag it off screen. All right, now we can open up the window again. Okay, that's better. Okay, yeah. So let me grab my little tooly tool here. Freehand. Yeah, like here, and then probably like all across here. This thing down here, this middle part is just kind of like maybe there's some metal mixed in there, but for the most part, that just seems to be like an ornate sort of half hide, half metal based thing. And all of you having a past textile history of working in the armor factories. No, I'm just joking. You're not exactly sure, but you kind of can figure somewhat of what's going on here as far as what is armored and what is not. In the past few minutes that were only a millisecond in this world, what is the answer? What is someone going to say? Is anybody stepping forward to become a crucifusioner?
Yeah, I am going to step forward, but I'm going to say, hey, if you're pretty pissed off about your worm getting barbecued, wouldn't it be prudent to have some help to go get revenge on the skin witches before we get hammered to this cross?
Okay. When you say that, the helper, whatever, the lesser who's covered in the bandages and stuff, why is this guy, he's always turning like super pixelated. Let me stretch it out a bit more. I think it's, there we go. Why does it always go pixelated? Okay, so he holding the cross is kind of like, that's good. Yeah, they should do that, master. And you see him like slap him across the face, and he falls down and like drops the cross, and it's kind of like, but you can tell he actually did consider the man's suggestion. Well, if that was a man, who knows? And he pauses for a second and brings up a clawed finger to his whatever this mask is, and go ahead and do a charisma check. Is that no, not charisma? What is it? Yeah, charisma. That's the thing. Yeah, do a charisma check equal to or less than your charisma.
No.
Ooh.
Wait, did I do that right?
No,
Yeah,
you done roll point.
Oh no, you just you only hit 20, so it only had a chance of 20. You want to do
okay,
R
okay.
/R space 1d20. But I'm not going to let you do that. Critical failure. No, go ahead. Roll.
Oh, thank Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, you're okay. I know.
Cool.
Ooh,
So
5.
my charisma 8. So
Dude,
we
you're
barely
good.
scraped by on that one.
Wow, Mr. Silver Spoon in the mouth. All right, here we go. No, Silver Tongue. Sorry, not Silver Spoon. That just means you're rich. So you're like, well, yeah, right? However you presented this, he kind of like rubs his hands together and is like, yes, attack now, quick and fiercely. Very well. What do you
And
have?
might I add, it might be prudent also
Mm-hmm.
to set an example and lead the charge for us.
Oh, you're telling him he should lead the
Oh,
charge.
yeah.
All right. Make another charisma check, but you have a +2 added on to that. Yeah, 14. Yeah. He's like, no.
Okay, fair.
No, he doesn't say it like that. He says, but truly those who wish to transcend must prove themselves in their own might alone. I see a possibility with you 3 leading this charge and bringing back some sort of, how shall I say, piece of victory? What can you do to prove to me that you have wiped them from our obvious territory here in the smoke mines, which is soon to be the symbiote mines? So he's pretty much asking, like, what would you bring back for proof to show you slaughtered everybody?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about that. What if we brought back an arm from each skin witch?
Ah, yes. Perfect. I like it. Very well. Dismemberment it is. Head forth, newly summoned transcendents, and show us you are the true proselytes by ripping the arms from those dreaded witches. On with you now. And the other guy who like dropped the cross and got knocked over, he's like, and take him with you. And he kind of like kicks the guy, and the guy's like, but master, go with them, you useless scum. And so he's like, kind of like behind you, like kind of like, well, okay. I mean, he looks like less than worthless, but he's coming along with you. So you got a party of 4 now. Hey, all right.
Dude, it's Draz's new player character.
Draz, if you want, you can jump in and be this guy if you want, but I mean, no, it's our
Yeah,
head.
sure.
All
No,
right.
I can. Just send me the link.
Okay,
Let me move
okay,
away
wait,
my
do I have
knitting project.
Oh no,
Hell
dude,
yeah.
don't feel obligated. Like you don't actually have to if you don't like if you're.
I was just making a joke, but if you're down to clown, man.
It's up
No,
to you.
I'm down to clown. Let's go.
Okay, all right. I do actually have stats for this guy. Hold on. Okay. Okay. What's the fastest way I could do this? Oh, I know. I'll take a picture and send it through the Discord. Give me just a second.
Can you also send me the invite for Roll20?
Oh, yes. Actually, if you look at the TTRPG, I'll just do a new link. Give me just a second. Okay. Copy game link. Let me just make sure this doesn't pop up. You know what? I'm just going to, just to make sure the link doesn't show up there as I'm trying to do it. Not that I don't wish every single person in chat could join. Where the heck did Discord go? Oh, wait. I know what it is.
Discord grew legs and ran away.
Yeah, I hate when that happens, man. It's so annoying. All right, let me just check. Which one? Where do I have it? Okay. Do I already have it open? What? I don't get it. Where did I put it? Which tab is it in? I don't see it in any of those tabs. What secondary tab? What? Okay, I thought I'm still in the Discord, right? Like I'm still in that chat, right?
Yeah.
How the heck? I don't. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Then I don't know why.
Wait, so which one are you looking for?
I think I had it opened in a window. I didn't have the actual app open, so I'm checking if I had another window that I didn't realize. I don't know how I've done this. That's weird. Wait, maybe. Hold on. I have an idea where it might be. No, it's not there either, huh?
TTRPG channel.
Yeah. No. It I know which one it is. I'm looking. Oh well, I don't know how I did that. That's so weird. How do I not have a secondary? Okay, whatever. It's fine.
I just posted the Roll20 link into the.
Did you? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Can you just go? Can you go click on that, Draz? Sorry, I don't know what I've done.
Yeah, you can immediately delete it so others don't join.
Yeah. Like, okay, so I don't know what exactly I did, but somehow I managed to open so many windows. I'm confused as to what I'm even doing. Okay, here we go. Let's get this back up. All right, we're back to the Roll20 on the screen. Okay, so Draz, I didn't give this guy a name yet. So, what's his name?
Which one am I exactly?
You see this guy with all the bandages on right here on the board?
Oh, in the center, like.
Yeah. He's like half drawn with.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And go ahead and give him any name you want. I'm sending his info right now. How can I do this?
And he's one of the people that's fungus based, right?
No. This is actually a follower of Symbiote. Okay, I guess I'll explain this.
Symbiote.
Yeah, so I'll explain this a little bit. Pretty much what happens is when people are put through the crucifusion ritual, it's made to force the parasite into their body, and then they fuse and become an official member or a transcendent, as they call it. And it more or less over time starts to turn them into like more and more closer to resemble the parasite god. Like depending on how well their body takes to it, they get closer and closer to the form of like a giant parasite. Some people don't make it through the ritual and they're only left like half transformed and kind of half whatever race they used to be and half like symbiote form, but they'll never transform anymore. Like it can't go further. Like their body just either they couldn't handle the pain of the crucifusion or their body rejected the parasite. So they're not ever going to truly become the wonderful form that the parasite god is. So that's kind of where your guy is. He's kind of stuck halfway between those. So he does have like some advantages, but actually there's no race chosen for that. I never wrote down a race, so we can go over that later. But I do have some. Hold on, let me turn this. Okay, done. This was it was considered to be an old smoke miner, but you don't have to use that. You can make any kind of background you want since this is going to be your character. Let me message it to myself. There we go. Stats. Send. Okay. The good thing is I did write down stats for this guy, so I don't have to make you roll anything to begin with. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close that off real quick as I drop this in there. Inbox. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. It worked the first try. That's good. All right. Drag this out. Go back to Sufferhorn. Put this in there. Okay, give me just a second while it uploads. All right, back to that. Shrink it down. There was probably an easier way to do this, but I don't know anymore. All right, and there we go. This is all his stats. So you got like BR10, AG9, ST10, IN8, and then all of his like HT is health, AK is attack. No, I'm sorry, that's arcane. AT is attack. Even I don't remember everything specifically. I am going to be giving you updated character sheets at some point this weekend, and you'll be able to rewrite this down because obviously you're going to gain some stuff after this whole adventure finishes. This is kind of interesting though. Now we've got like a sort of half.
What channel did you send that in? Because I don't see it.
So I posted it actually on the Roll20. It's like there in the middle of the screen. Do you see it? It says Denizens of Sufferhorn right underneath. It's now on top of the guy. You see?
We don't see it on our end.
No, we don't see it. You haven't shared it with us.
What the heck? Okay. That's weird. I wonder why it's not showing up. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll just start to type it into. Okay. BR10. AG9. ST10. IN8. That's weird. So the other guy showed up, but the stat thing didn't. That's so weird. I wonder why that is. And then CH 7. Pretty high charisma for a guy looking like that. All right. Yeah, your stats are kind of lower than normal, but it's mostly because your guy's you know, he's kind of in between. Like there is some advantages to being like this, but there's also some disadvantages. Okay, hold on, almost got it all in there. AT9 and DF. What is that? 9 and comma damage. It says 1d2, but I'm gonna make that a little bit higher. We'll say your damage is 1 dice 4. Okay, there's everything. Can you see it in the Roll20 chat?
Thank you.
No problem. I'm excited to see where this goes. This is not what I expected. This is very, very different from what I expected.
Hell yeah.
Deco, is that you? Is he okay? Oh, okay. He's just bugging you.
He demands a snack sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. A snackerfice.
Oh, shit.
All right. We can pull this off screen. We don't need that on there right now. All right. And Draz, what do you want to name this guy? But actually, you know what? Just think about it for a little bit. Type it in when you're ready.
I have a name.
Oh, you do? Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Giardia. I'll write it down in chat so it's easy. Yeah.
Giardia.
Like this.
All right. Pencil. Okay. Giardia. All right. So Gyarados. No, I'm just joking. Let's see. Giardia. Oh, there we are. Nice. All right. Giardia. Okay, hold on. I'm writing a phonetic spelling so I don't mess it up. Giardia. Okay, Giardia. Okay. Well, you guys don't even know that yet because nobody's asked him his name, but okay, he's now with you. I'm not going to role play him anymore. Draz will now be doing that. Okay, you guys are. Who's leading the pack? Who's forging the way back to the Skin Witches?
I guess I am.
Okay,
okay. Sorry, that's Jonah. Me.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
So, but like as we get into the room, like outside of earshot from this, the tentacle man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn
Priest of
around.
Symbioc, if you want to give him
Yeah.
again.
The priest of Symbioc.
Yeah.
But as soon as we're out of earshot with this guy, I'm gonna like 180 with the rest of the party and just be like, okay, guys, I'm thinking we go let the skin witches know who's in here since the door's unlocked, and then we all go in there and take this guy out. And then I'll turn to our new companion and say, look, I understand that you have pledged yourself to Symbiote, but I literally just saw the way this guy was treating you, and I want to give you the opportunity to get some licks in. What do you say about that?
What do you mean how he's been treating me? He's treated me like his child, like I'm one of the gods chosen. Are you willing to betray him?
He's waited.
Huh?
Not easy.
Not right now, but I'll have to do that later. Okay.
Sorry, I had a coughing thing. What did you say, Tress?
I asked, are you about to betray my master? Is this what's going on here?
I'm just trying to look for an outcome that's good for everybody in this situation. And I'm giving you the opportunity to be the master.
How about this? We just go and get some arms, okay? Like you promised.
Maybe. What does everybody else think about this?
Yes. What does everybody else think?
Since I'm more in favor with the witches, I'm going to tell them to stay behind while I go and act like I'm going to go for them.
Oh, okay. All right. And you got any kind of input on this?
So we go in attack or we go in defense?
Well, I think now, and please correct me if I'm
Against-
wrong. Okay. What you're saying is Cassiel's like, you guys stand back. I'm gonna go get this, and you look like you're about to go in there and like throw down, but really you're gonna go talk to him about what you need. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, any response to that? What do you? I mean,
we
what's
need to
happening?
be able to.
Sorry. Go ahead. We all try to speak at the same time. Go
We
ahead.
need to be able to convince them. I have that scroll that they gave me.
Okay.
Would that be an idea to convince them?
That might help. But he said he
What
wants
was
to
that
see
scroll again?
arms.
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry, Anne, what was the scroll called? Did you have it written down?
The scroll of unlife.
Okay.
Could we cure Giardia? Help him first? Or would that scroll have negative effects on him to convince him?
Oh, actually, one thing I need to let you guys know this. I've recently added this. So remember I said you needed reagents before to do these spells? I added, this is kind of a big ad. I should have mentioned this at the beginning. If you don't have the reagents needed, you can burn life points to cast the spell without reagents. Health points, I should say. You can burn health points to cast it without the reagents needed.
Give and take system.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like if you have the reagents, you fully cast it with no problem. If you don't have the reagents or some of the reagents, whichever ones you don't have is a point of health you sacrifice from yourself. This one needed 3 different things. One of the things was, and you can read this on the scroll. That's how you know this. I'm not just plot spoiling for you. It was the eyes of the lantern worm. That was one thing. So you do have one of the reagent, but the other 2 things were, hold on. I gotta get out my book of stuff. Reagents. Reagents. Come on.
Would that be okay with you, Draz, or would the character refuse that?
Wait, so you're gonna voice this? Straight.
If I would ask him if I would ask him if he would be okay with that, to show him what this spell could do and convince him.
Okay, the other 2 pieces were the beckoning thorn and the revival. I'm sorry, the beckoning thorn and the revival fern. You don't have those 2 pieces to cast the spell, so you would be burning 2 life points to cast 2 health points. I'm sorry, to cast this. Just a heads up.
Sure. But if any of you try to kill the master, I will kill you.
Okay, so
Just so you know.
All right, so you're going to cast it right now?
No, because that was a threat, and I backed down. So Lucy backs down.
Okay, I'm going to just let you know this, okay? If you cast this on life, all right, pretty much what it's going to do is it's going to reboot. Like, you can read this in the spell. It tells you pretty much. It's going to reboot like who he is. He's going to come back without like the intertwined because like whatever killed you, like, I mean, this is eventually going to kill him. So whatever was going to lead to your death, it's taken back off of you. Just like some of you got stabbed and died, your stabs are sealed up. Some of you like got poisoned and died. The poison's out of your body. This is going to like reboot his body without the coagulation of parasite inside of him, if that makes sense. And that the spell tells you that on the scroll. It's like, and pretty much a reboot from the state you guys are in. So he's saying it's okay. You're saying, all right, but you're worried he's going to come back and still have the same murderous ideals, but will he?
I think we can see if we could talk to the skin witches first, because maybe we can finish up this request without actually killing anybody.
Okay, well, look, I'm just letting you know that spell's not going to kill him. It's going to pretty much
bring him back from where he's at.
Yeah, it's going to like pretty much be a refresh of how he was before he became infected with the symbiotic parasite.
Okay.
So
meanwhile, while you guys are with the witches, could I forage around?
Sure.
To look for the ingredients?
Sure. Yeah, okay. All right, let's do one thing at a time then. Who's going in to talk to the skin witches?
I'll go in and talk to the skin witches.
Remember, right. I'm on board with them, remember?
Okay, I mean, you can both go in together. It's fine. Like, it's not gonna...
Go ahead.
All right, so together, you two are gonna go in. All right.
Yeah.
While you guys are walking in there, let's see. Anne, go ahead and do a intelligence check. Roll against your intelligence, equal to or less than.
So intelligence is 11.
Okay, so 11 or lower. While she's doing that, I just want to say hi. Hey, Collective Commentary, thanks for joining. Alejandra, glad to see you're here. Nuno, you're here too. Thank you for joining. Let me just say hi to pretty much everybody I can. I lost my chat. Where did my chat box go? What happened to my chat box? Give me a second, guys. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Finally found it. It was like way behind like a million windows. Okay, let me open this window back up. And yeah, go ahead. Did you roll? Okay, you rolled a 5. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So while you're standing there in the narcissist throne, there's all that fungus growing out of his body. You are able to find a revival fern growing off the side of one of his multiple fungal roots. You find definitely enough. I will say the other one, what was that one called? The beckoning thorn. It's unlikely that you would find a beckoning thorn inside of an environment like this, but you do have 2. You would only suffer 1 point of damage if you cast this, which is not like, you do get your life back eventually if you are able to rest. Just a heads up.
Could I harvest it?
Harvest what? The beckoning thorn?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean well, okay, here's what I'm saying. It's like the revival fern, you just found it. Like you can pick it up. It's yours now. You can write that into you've got 5 revival ferns, okay? So they're pretty much just like the way a fern looks, is like a leaf with many tiny leaves coming off of it. Put that into your little satchel that you've created from ripping a part of your burial cloth. And you've got the eyes of the lantern worm. You're just missing the beckoning thorn. I will just say from like your intelligence check, like you're starting to get a sense of herbology, and you can tell like the beckoning thorn is more of like a tropical plant that would grow in the sun rather than something found underneath a cave. The revival fern is kind of abundant. It like grows almost anywhere because it's a fern, but a beckoning thorn is like only off a specific root that grows in more like jungle / tropical / subtropical areas. So you can still cast a spell, but you'll just take 1 life damage. That's it.
No, I'll end my turn here.
Okay. All right.
That's
so
okay.
let's resume with Cassiel and Kizit. You are in the Skin Witch's room. They are pretty attentive when you guys come in a good way, in a positive manner. And they're like, he has been defeated.
Not quite.
No, but he knows that y'all are here.
We figured. What plot does the evil one have?
He is wanting y'all dead.
Would you say y'all dead? He wants y'all dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he wanting us to kill you in exchange to join his cult.
And now you are on his side. They give you, like, they don't have eyes, but from the turn of the lips that you can see on their eyeless, noseless, earless face with just the mouth, you can tell they're kind of like, are you joining them?
We haven't made our choice as of this moment.
So, does he want our corpses brought back to him in a meat wagon?
Just the arms is what we were able to negotiate, but...
The arms? They start to, like, you see them huddle up again like they did before. They're all around the fire. And you can see the skinlings kind of looking up to them with like worried looks, like, oh no, mommy's gonna get injured, or there's gonna be a fight or something. They're kind of they're standing around, they're kind of passively sort of growling a bit, but they're not acting on anything because they are attentive to their mothers first. The one that appears to be slightly taller than the rest turns to you and says, what if we give you those arms? Is this proof of our death?
I mean, that's all he's asking for, so technically I would think, yeah.
You hear them start to cackle in unison, like you made the funniest joke ever, and you're just kind of like, oh, okay. Kind of an awkward thing, just start cackling about. and immediately they all like grab each other's hand and stuff over the fire, and you see it start to like sever the sort of like, because I told you these are like fungus-based arms that have grown off of them. Like it's in an arm and hand shape, but it's formed from fungus. It's these big, nasty purple/pale arms. And you see them start to like pretty much hold it over where their joints are on their elbows. And all of them slowly start to pop down. And like they get like slightly burnt, but they're all falling at the edge of the fire. And then almost immediately, like you already start to see like a new arm start to grow back. And they're like, here, take as many arms as you need. They're like, arms. Nice. They're like, truly, this is a great plan of yours to use subterfuge in order to betray the symbiote.
Where is Giardia right now?
He's still back in the Narcissist throne room, so he wouldn't have been able to see this. He's
Scott.
Yeah.
If you look in the GM chat.
Oh shoot.
In Roll20.
Yeah.
For the others, I'm slowly heading towards you guys.
Okay.
Like it's taking too long.
Sorry. I didn't see that. I apologize. Okay.
No worries.
He's not there yet, but you can definitely hear, because like I told you, he has like one leg he drags. You can tell from his gait alone that he's headed your way. You guys have a bundle of arms, and the witches are still very much alive. What do you do?
I'm gonna take the arms, many arms as I can fit in my hands, and fucking 180 out the door.
All right, go ahead.
I mean, tell.
Oh, and as I'm leaving, I'll be like, play dead or something. I don't know.
All right. You've got, okay, I want Guardia. Okay, I said it right. Make an intelligence check real quick. 8 or lower.
Sure.
Guardia.
Yes. Let's see if I've done this correctly. I should be able to now just click the dice. Plop, plop, plop. Oof.
All right.
Oof.
So he fails an intelligence check. Okay. So from your perspective, both of these guys come like pretty much bustling through the doorway, which is it's a pretty narrow doorway. It's actually like a single threshold doorway. And there's smoking, like there's these arms that still have like smoke rising up off of them, like singed, and like you can even see cinders still burning on them. And they're like, oh, all right, arms. Like, so in your mind, you're like, oh shit, they just went in there and like torched these ladies or something. So what is your response to seeing them come through? Now just so you know, because he failed the intelligence check, to him it very much so appears that they either murdered or burned or something happened badly to the skin witches.
With the work that has been done.
You see that?
As I see them like walking, as I see them walking and talking to me, I'm like still trying to look over their shoulder, but I'm like, well, I mean, they have the arms. Good. You did as you promised to the Lord. We should go back.
All right. All right.
Yes, indeed.
You do see, Lucy / Toast is still just kind of like, you see her putting some stuff back into her sort of satchel of reagents. Is there anything else you want to do before you guys head back in there, Lucy, Kizit, or Cassiel?
So just to check in, I have the revival fern, and
Yes.
I only need the beckoning thorn.
Yeah, but just so you know, you can still cast it. Without that, you only take 1 health point, which can be restored upon a full rest. Okay?
Can I ask Giardia if he still wants the spell?
Oh, Giardia? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can ask him again, of course.
That spell would make me back alive, right?
It says it should. And I think he would be healed as well. So if you want to continue to the journey with us,
But I would lose my connection to the others. No, I want to stay
Oh,
like I am.
wait, okay, hold on. I don't know. So I told her that, but I don't know if you would know. Okay, I'm just letting you know. I don't know if you would know that because like it's something that would take like a high level of Arcania to understand like that it would take away your disconnect. I've told her that because she read this spell, but your
I mean,
character.
if her character says to mine that it will heal me, then it's like, would that remove me from it?
Oh, okay, so you're asking her that. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's asking you like, will it take symbiote out of me? What do you say?
will
Anne?
it? Will it?
I mean, from you reading the spell, like, and your Arcania's higher than the average because you come from you're a Mithran, so you have a better understanding of bioalchemy and spells. You know for sure it would strip him of that, and it would pretty much return him to exactly like a purified version of the race that he was born as, up until the point that he was infected with the symbiote parasite. But it's completely up to you if you want to tell him that.
I want to look over at Toast and just kind of shake my head and like, no, don't tell him the truth. Just tell him what he wants to know. That he would still have the parasite in him, but in the end, it would cure him. I'm just shaking my head, just like, no, don't let him know the truth.
What do you respond, Anne?
Well, it will cure you, and your true connection will remain the same. You will be you. But the thing is, you will be healed. And you get a new start with the emotions and the life you carry within you. And even if you worship any creature, that part of you that remains there.
How do you
Except
feel?
for my leg. Except for my leg, there is nothing to heal. I am made in perfection. By the way, Scott, I'm just gonna play this character as a full zealot.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's totally okay.
I don't know what you had in mind for him, but like.
I didn't expect anybody to play him at all, but it's fine. Like,
Okay.
like I said, I never want people to feel like they're railroaded. So if this happens, man. This is the way role-playing games should be.
So I asked her, like, so just to be clear, it will only heal my leg? I will be able to walk normal? Well, let's do it then. Sure, I accept your potion.
All right. Do you
It will
perform
make
the
it so
spell?
I can more
Sorry?
quickly get others to the cause.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt. Okay, so now's your chance. What's your Arcania level? What do you got?
Arcania is 11.
Okay, I'll give you, because this is like you're not in the middle of battle right now. You're literally just standing still, prepping. I'll give you -2 for a success to make it like a little bit easier, and go ahead and roll a dice 20, and what is it? Like it'll be 13 or lower. You'll be okay. You'll pass at 13 or lower. What's going on with this thing? Why is it so tiny? Go ahead. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Not trying to do that.
4.
Whoa, that's really good. Okay. All right. There is a sort of
-2, right?
yeah. So you're actually at a 2. It's almost like a perfect roll, pretty much. So there is a very abundant blue light that covers his body. You see what eye he does have. I think he only really has one eye. Roll back into his head, and he's slowly, kind of like a person passing out, crumples to the ground, not in like a violently fast way, but sort of like a losing consciousness way. And you see sort of a spiraling mix of dark crimson light start to intertwine with the blue light that's around him. And it becomes this sort of sickly purple, but then all kind of diffuses into a smoke that rises up into a dithering nothingness. And as the smoke clears away, I'm gonna Draz, I'm gonna let you choose what race, because like literally this guy was so body horror levels of distorted, you could not tell what race he was. Are you Indulian? Do you know the different races? Should I explain them all to you?
No. If you could quickly give an overview, that would be great.
Sure. Okay. Indulian is the people of this land. They're like pretty much like pretty thick, stalky, like imagine a dwarf, that the body of a dwarf, but if they were normal, like adult size, they're like thick and kind of like really. You've got what Lucy is. She's from Euronymith, which are usually sickly, pale-looking, but often asymmetrical body types due to experimenting with bioalchemy. Then there is the Shiomites, which come from a place where it's pretty much like they look like a Cenobite. Do you know what a Cenobite is? Like,
yeah, I do.
Okay, from like Hellraiser. They look like those kind of
Yeah.
people. There is what Kizit is, which is from Attica, the Chthonics, which are some sort of insectoid looking. You can pretty much choose the insect that your body more seems like. There is the Gorn, which if they have a totally human looking form, they have no hair and there's giant gold and silver horns coming out of their head. Or if they do have hair, then they take on more the look of a cow/bull type bipedal creature. You have the Felkin, which come from Zumakin, which are pretty much the best I can relate them to is a Frankenstein's monster of stitching themselves together. They're an entire race who are undeath, but they've had years and years of breeding as undeath, and now they've kind of just accepted the fact that they can stitch different parts together in different ways. There is the what Cassiel is, which is the Ubicons from Ubiconia, and they are pitch black, like as black as you can get type skin, with often either pitch black hair or like deep mauve, crimson red. They're born into like a warrior status. They pretty much live for war. They're often heavily battle scarred. They often don armor that adheres to their flesh for life. And did I forget any other race? Did I describe 7 races? Was it all 7? Did I say everything?
I think so. It sounds about right.
Hold on. Let me just look at the map of the world just to make sure I didn't forget anything. Hold on. Give me a second here.
Yeah.
Deco-chan right now, of all times.
You forgot the secret Deco-chan race, dude.
In the Deco-chanians. Gorn, Sumakin, Shiomis, Indulacrux, Attica. Yeah, I've described everybody for sure. So what seems more your style?
There's kind of 2 that are like experimenting on things. The Xenobites are the Frankenstein ones. Considering that his leg was kind of messed up in the previous form, I would say like that's just like as he transformed into that parasitic form, the stitches just broke loose. And that's why the leg was kind of busted. So I would go for what are the Frankenstein ones called
Felkin.
exactly?
They're called Felkin.
I'll go for those.
All right, cool. That's good. We have a totally different one. Okay, so you are a Felkin known as Giardia, and I hate to tell you, but like pretty much you've like you come back as an amnesiac. Like you're kind of like what? Like because everybody comes back with everything erased, so you don't remember any of your connection to Symbiote. I'll have to redraw your character starting with the next Actually, okay. I do have. Hold on. I can show you what one looks like. I have a example. Actually, I think I have it in the. Hold on, just a second. Where do I have it? Okay, is it this book? No, it's the other book here. Okay. Wait, Deco, don't wipe your nose on my sketchbook. Gross. Hold on. I'll just hold it up to the camera. Deco, stop. Give me just a second. I've drawn every single race now, so I'm glad I can actually show you what an example looks like. And so the audience understands too. Okay, there we go. And I'll do, even if you can't. All right, let me see. Wait, there we go. I'm going to take, there we go. And then I'll just do a screenshot too. There we go. Perfect. All right, this will make it so easy. Okay, there we go. And then I'll drag it into here so everybody can see. You don't have to use this as your character. You can make it look totally different by describing it later. But this will just be a placeholder for right now. There we go. Screenshots. Drag it in here. Oh, whoops.
In the Discord chat.
Whoops. Hold on, I dragged it into the wrong place. Why did I drag it into here? Because I'm always confused which one is which. Hold on.
Scott, you've already got one Discord chat, remember?
Oh, that's right. You can look. Okay, yeah. Can you guys show them which one it is in the Discord? That's right.
Yeah.
That'll make it go so much faster. Okay, sorry. Move. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm also gonna drag it here too. What? That didn't work. Yeah. Where's the one in the Discord? Hold on. I'm gonna go and try and drag it from there.
I just copied and pasted it in the RPG channel.
Okay.
I think that's the one you were talking about, right?
Yeah, it looks
It
kind of
is.
like a samurai type of situation because they have that whole, there's a whole Eastern influence on it. We can get more into the lore later, but okay, so you're pretty much waking up. The only thing you do notice that you have like from the past, you don't have like a burial cloth like they do. I would say like you pretty much have the loincloth on you and some busted boots. You can write those two down, loincloth and boots. You actually have more clothes than everybody else does. The bandages are kind of like they're all falling off now, but you know, at least you have the loincloth and boots, so you're not stark naked. What question do you have? You're about to ask something?
Oh no, I just wanted to say it looks cool.
Okay.
And I look at the others like peasants don't even have shoes.
Yeah, you're really confused. You're just like I will say, in the middle of that happening, you heard the All Sun talks to you when you go through this because that's kind of like how he recruits people. You heard him say like, "Please join your brothers and sisters. Your destiny lies ahead. See what path they are on, the true righteous path of the All Sun." So that's like the last thing you hear before you die, come back, fresh body. All right. I will say, yeah, let's let this will be pretty much canon since you're right about the leg. Your leg is the one thing you have had re-sewn back on. Like you've chosen a different leg because something happened. You know, you're an amnesiac, so you don't know. You can write that into your backstory. But something has happened where your one leg is, you know, your whole body's mostly like a pale blue because in general, that's what color they are. Your leg is for some reason like a tannish color, like do you know the character Blackjack from the manga called Blackjack?
Yeah, I do. Like how his face
How
has
his
that
face
one.
looks like
yeah.
that's your leg. You've got. Okay, glad you know that. That's such a deep cut. I was wondering. I was like, has he ever seen Blackjack? All right, wow, that's great. If nobody knows Blackjack, he did a surgery on one of his friends that he loved so much that the part of skin he had to remove from his friend, he sewed onto his own face. So part of his face is from his black friend. Which, okay, sure, why not?
That's crazy.
Yeah, It is a really wild story. Okay, so
Wait, is that like fucking people taxidermy at that point?
his stuff gets into like he's like some brilliant doctor on another level beyond all other doctors. Like he's like mega doctor, and he does it for no
Oh.
money at all. He doesn't take any money. It's a really weird
okay.
story. It's like this weird philanthropy meets mad scientist.
It's like Doctor of the Opera, or was it Phantom?
Yeah, kind of Phantom of the Opera if he was like a really good guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. I guess you get the first say in what your character says in his first few steps of unlife. I will say you know your own name for sure. Like there's some basic things like you know how to feed yourself, you know how to dress, you know your own name. But you would have to ask these guys for any kind of answer as to how you ended up here.
Yeah, I just look super confused at them. Like, what is going on here? Whose voice did I just hear in my head?
All right, you guys.
Who are you?
You're the dungeon master now, boys and girls.
To a point, we're still trying to figure that out ourselves. I mean, we're just following the voice and hoping we're doing what needs to be done.
I was gonna say, Toast Factory reset this guy. She's gonna have to explain.
Can I take both his hands in my hands?
Yeah, sure.
And I tell him, well, it's a deep connection we all have. We all hear it. And we're trying to figure out what it means to all of us.
Anybody else want to put some input on that? Or, I mean, yeah, that's...
First off, I wanted to say I just had a hilarious idea. Like when she said, I grab his both hands, I'm like, the stitches come loose, and she just has my hands in her hand.
Oh no!
A pile of arms. She's like, we gotta hand it to
We
you.
got even more arms, bro. Shit.
Other than that, I just look at them and say, like, you guys are insane with what you're saying, but that voice told me to follow you. That we should group up, so I explain it later to me what happened. For now, what did the voice tell you to do?
Well, it told us to throw these arms at this tentacle guy over in the other room.
Then why are we still waiting, if that was the quest?
All right. We're good to go, guys?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Before we do walk in there, I do want to give this extra tooth over to him.
Okay,
To at least some kind of weapon.
All right. Do you want to explain to him like why you're giving it to him, or do you just want to silently hand this over to him?
I just want to look over at him and just tell him, we do not want you to go in unarmed. We want you to have some kind of protection.
All right, go ahead and write 1d4 plus. Well, actually, do you accept the talon that he gives you?
I look at it and like, sure. I guess I have nothing else on me, so anything would be useful now.
Okay, your attack is 1d4 plus 1 now.
And that's if I'm attacking with a talent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And actually, you know what? Dang, your stats should be better now because you're not like rotting. Shoot.
Yep, definitely need to redo his stats.
We're gonna need to redo his stats eventually. Okay.
You said 1d4 plus 1?
Your damage is 1d4 plus 1 now.
Okay.
Okay, for right now, go ahead and this is just a temporary. We'll probably like reroll everything later, but add +2 onto everything in your basic stats. So BR 12, AG 11, ST 12, intelligence 10, charisma 9. Okay, because they'll get better. We're gonna just do 3 dice 6 rolls again to like figure this out. But for now, you would not be like, this is crazy weak, too weak.
Yeah.
So go ahead and just add 2 onto each of those. And your HT. Well, okay, all those are going to change now. Damn to hell.
Yeah,
all those
considering.
would go up, yeah, they would all
So
at least
everything
go,
+2?
yeah, pretty much everything +2. Even your HT, AK, AT, DF, and except for damage. Damage still stays 1 dice 4 plus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering I'm looking at it this way. He hasn't fully awakened yet.
Yeah, exactly. He's like kind of just stumped, like I said, like the first time you guys woke up, people had to like literally hold you and be like, "Hey, come on, let's walk." You're like, "Huh? What's going on?" So we'll get your full stats probably after this play session, so that you're like a fully fledged character. This is a really good way. Like, one of the hardest things is if somebody new joins the game, you're like, "Oh, how do they meet?" Like that's always such a like really difficult thing to work out. You'd be like, somebody else stumbles into the mines and asks if they can join your party. Like, there's sometimes never good natural like way to do it. But this was like the most perfect like inception of another character in the party. It's amazing. Like, I love it. Like,
Isn't it so much easier when the murder hobo party brainwashes another player character?
yeah. We'll just use that from now on for every single person who joins. I will say, and you need to take off 1 health point. You did do like 1 health burn to cast that.
That was fate.
No. HT, health.
Okay.
All right.
-1. Okay.
What time are we at right now? Okay. All right. Good stuff. All right. So are you guys are all headed in there back to see Mr. Symbiote Priest?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, you guys wander back in. Oh, non-winner. What did you say, Scott? Could you do a storybook or something in Illustrated? I want to make maps for you. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So, hey, non-winner, just so you know, like, I'm making a sort of diary of their adventures, and that is something I'm going to, like, as they finish each adventure, I'm going to, I don't want to say publish. I'm not publishing it. I'll be putting them online for people to, like, look through and kind of see what's going on. Like, it'll have pictures and stuff written down, because this is, like, the first party I've ever pushed through this world. It's kind of like it's going to forge the way for anyone else who ever plays this game. Okay, so you guys push into that room. He's turned around again. He's back to his mumbling chant. And he says, you've returned. And he kind of, well, I don't know if you could tell that he's doing this, but more or less he's sniffing the airs and he's like, and with the burns of victory I smell. And then he slowly turns around, and he sees the arms, like you guys are carrying like literally like 2 bundles of probably like 6 arms total. Like it looks like a bunch. It looks like more than 6 because of how twisted and weird those arms are. And you can see the one eye in his mask kind of light up with delight. And then it's kind of confused. And you can see him like slowly start to like point like, Giardia, betrayer! And he's coming at you full speed. I'm gonna need let's see, I'm gonna need all of you to do an agility check. So everybody roll for agility check. Let me know if you passed or didn't pass it.
Why is it when I'm playing D&D, I roll super low? Now that I have to roll low, it's 19.
Well, that would make sense though. Your guy's like he just woke up almost. All right.
Yeah. Oh, that's so bad, Lucy.
Yikes.
Guardians of Symbiote. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, and he is okay. And I'm gonna roll for him. Hold on, just give me a second. Me. All right. R. No, it's /R. /R. 1d20.
Scott,
Yeah.
if you want to do that faster,
Yeah. What do
in
you
the left hand, on the left hand side,
Okay.
you have that menu.
Uh-huh.
There's one that's just a dice. If you click on it, you can just choose which dice you want to roll and how many, and just press the button.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I see it. Oh my gosh. All right. It looks like the winner is, of course, that makes sense. Cassiel. Cassiel, you get first strike. Okay, it's going to be Cassiel. Then actually Kizit. Okay, I'm gonna have to write this down because this is a weirder turn situation than what was previous. Okay, Cassiel, Kizit, Priest, then Agiardia, and then Lucy. Okay, Cassiel, you roll 1 dice 20 for attack.
All right. 1 dice 20 for attack.
A 12, is that equal to or less than? Is that successful?
All right. So I mean, my attack. I mean, before I divide it by 2, so coming out to an 8, so 12. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're exactly on. Okay, and you have the axe, if I'm correct. Do you have the miner's axe, the pickaxe?
I've got the pick.
Okay. And what was that? That was like 1 dice 6 or something, right? That was like the strongest weapon we've seen so far. What is that? Do you remember?
It's AP2 damage 1 dice 6.
Okay. So roll 1 dice 6. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Hold on. I almost forgot. We got to roll his defense first. Can't just hit right away. All right, and his defense. Okay, not insane. All right. Oh, yeah, wait. I'm going to use the thing Draz just taught me. Let's try that out. And his is, just in time. Like, you barely miss hitting him. Like, he dodges, just barely, like a hair out of the way. Okay, let's do Kizit, you're next. Roll for attack.
Hell yeah. So in this opportunity, does he's charging at us or through us?
He's charging straight towards you. He like held out his hand and you saw his like tendrils start to ripple ultra fast. And he's coming at you like a sprint at more or less.
Okay. Yeah.
However sprinting octopus tendrils work. I don't know. They're not octopus.
It's just a lot of really fast macaroni sounds coming at us.
Pretty much like wet meat slapping hard grimy floor. That sounds awful.
Gross.
Mm.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna try to tackle him if that's a possibility. I'm gonna drop the arms and intercept him a little bit.
I'll say add a +1 onto your attack, and if you can successfully do it with the +1 added on, I'll say it's a success.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Ooh, was that successful?
I'm rolling for my strength or agility.
No, it's your attack. That'll be the AT.
Oh yeah. Here I have that written down. Let me see. Sorry, let me.
That looks like it's probably going to be successful. I think so.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I just
too.
want to double check.
Yeah, of course.
Brawn plus agility. Sorry, hold on.
Take your time, no worries.
Yes, that's gonna make it.
Oh, okay. So at first, you guys are kind of like a bit worried because you watch him just barely like dodge out of the way. Like he looks kind of deft in his movement with how he dodges out of the way of that axe swing. But then suddenly, what color is Kizit? Like, is he green or like a black locust or like what color locust?
He's kind of like like a green one. I would say maybe like a grass color.
Okay, you see like this green blur, like move like in the same sense that like a bird has like micro movements that are like ultra fast twitch movements, and he just like blasts through like all of you guys standing there, and just you hear this like it sounds like bone hit bone type of football clatter, and you from the second you see this guy staring you in the face with his one evil eye, you no longer see his head meeting your head. You now see a extremely aggressive Chthonic standing over him while he is like absolutely prone, laid out, like splayed on the floor, and he lets out like this bellowing grunt, like the breath has all been knocked, like and like it's to the point that even the guys who are like upside down inverted, like and have been focusing just on their agony and everything, like even they stop groaning for a second, and all their eyes are like, oh shit. Like, god damn.
They've got that oof face. Like,
Yeah, they're just like, oh, that was like the hardest tackle I've ever seen. All right, so he is now prone. His attack is next, but it actually gets skipped if you're knocked prone. So it's going to go straight. Oh, actually, you know what? No, wait. We need to do. Hold on. There's a chance he could try to get back up. Let's see if he can get back up. I have to give him his defense chance. Okay, give me a second. He starts to get back up, but he does have to skip his... He'll be back up by next round, but he has to skip his attack turn because he was knocked prone. We don't do any damage, though, because he was able to defend. We go to Yardia. You're next. Make your attack while he's trying to get up.
Cool. Let's see if
kick him
this
while he's
works.
down.
Oh, wait, sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so let's see if this will work. If I press this button. Result is 9, below 11. So yeah, that's a success.
Nice.
Do you actually see that happening in chat?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can see that, yeah. What's all
Cool.
this?
I just have to fix the success failure one, but yeah. I made a
Alright.
quick macro that will check the stats for me.
Oh, and he is not able to dodge that one. Okay, so he definitely gets out of the way of the first axe blow, gets absolutely annihilated onto the ground, shakes it off, thinks, all right, I'm coming right back. But as soon as he does, are you using the claw?
The talon, yeah.
Okay, roll for damage. Let's see what you do here. Oh,
Talon strike 4.
oh. You pretty much you lash out like immediately as he's getting up, and he trying in his struggle to try and get up, you pretty much slam that thing into the other part of his mask. Hold on, let me get this thing out of the way. The other part of his mask that doesn't have an eye, you hear that thing just squish into that area of whatever soft fleshy part is behind that mask, and he like screams like half sort of sapien type humanoid type scream, but also half like as if 1,000 tiny worms were screaming, if you can imagine. So it's like all these little tiny screams behind one big bellowing human scream, and all this like thick black sludge starts to pour out of one side of his mask, and you can see him like immediately like reach up like ah! And like it's even like overflowing on his hand and everything, and he's getting super pissed, and his other hand's starting to reach up, come at Lucy, who now gets the next attack. Go for it, Lucy.
Oh, I'm typing nothing. Oy.
Oh, here, Lucy, look. Do you see the dice thing? He showed us like a quicker way to do this where you don't have to type. Okay, look at the bar of different tools on the left side of the screen. You've got like the ruler, the T, the paintbrush. Do you see that stuff?
Yeah.
One
So
of them
I
is
have
like a
dice roll.
dodecahedron. Did I say that right? Is it a dodecahedron? Click
Yeah.
on
It is.
that, and then it should give you all the dice.
So I see a D20,
Yep,
but
click
then
on
I
that.
see 2, 3.
Oh, just D20. Just hit D20. Ooh, an almost perfect hit. All right, nice.
Fucked him up.
Very nice.
And he fumbles again. Okay, roll for damage. What are you holding? Are you just holding the torch still?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 1d4 if I'm correct. Does your DMG say 1d4? 1d4? 2. All right. So as he's trying to claw out towards you, as he's holding his one eye gushing like wretched looking black pooling liquid, and as he tries to do that, you smack his hand with the torch and it starts to like light on fire a bit. So he's like, ah! Like now he's screaming and like waving the other hand around. That thing's like getting crispy, and we go back to Cassiel for the next attack. Go for it.
Want to see if I can actually use this bone pick to
Oh,
try to throw off.
to pick his bones.
This guy is just having a really bad day all of a sudden.
It was going. Okay, you're successful, right? Wait, let's say 1 dice 20 equals 16. 8. Wait, what? What's the 8 equals 0? How come it shows an 8?
So you try to do a macro as well, where it's rolling 1d20. If it's above 16, it will be a success. But it's an 8, so it's a failure. But in the case of Scott's system, an 8 is actually a success. So you need to
all right. Wow.
turn that arrow around.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. I was like, 8 is good. What is it talking about? Okay, all right. All right, let me roll for him. Oh, dude, he is having a bad day. Roll that damage. Just roll that damage. This might be lights out. 1 dice 6, right?
Yes.
Go for it. Let's see what hits.
Here.
Whew. All right, let me see. We got 4 plus 2. We're at 10. Oh. All right. His one hand's on fire. There's black goo gushing out of one eye that he's holding. He's completely unable to defend any incoming attack, and your bone pick lands square in the middle of his forehead where that that mask rests upon his head, and it cracks. Like you literally hear the thing split, whether it was made of bone, wood, or whatever. It is demolished, and in its place is a howling, hideous, tendril / bug-eyed face that is like really grotesque. Like you're just like, oh my god, and it's just gushing. Like you can barely make out the features, but if you were to trying to describe the features of his face, it would be like an octopus or a squid trying to swim through oil, more or less. Like that's all you can see. Like all these like little slapping tentacles that are kind of like, tiny squid size or tiny octopus size, and just like if they were all covered in like black oil because so much internal viscera is leaking from his very, very destroyed visage. He's like, visage is another name for face. Yeah. My son was like, "What's a visage?" So he's not dead, but like he's literally like shaking and gushing, and like he's on his last thread of life. This is Kizit's turn before he gets his next attack. Kizit, roll. Let's see what happens. Will you land the death blow?
I hope so. Let's find out.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Actually, he's gonna be at a there's no way he would roll at normal defense. All right. Oh, even if he had normal defense, he didn't pass. Yeah, he can't go ahead and roll your dice. No matter what you roll, this is end game for him. Go ahead and roll 1d4 or what do you have? 1d4 plus 1, right? Because you've got the talent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I make the killing blow,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get down and I'm like about to stab him, and I'm gonna say, "By the way, we didn't kill the witches."
Awesome. Okay.
And then I'm
And
gonna
it's
stab
2 on top of it. Okay, he only had 1 hit point left. So this is 3. You're 2 points overkill. You hear him like start to shout in anger, no, like he's like, nah, and then like it just cuts off as you come up under like what little exposed mouth. Like he pretty much had like one big bug eye coming out of one side, and he had like still a normal human sort of eye on the other, a bunch of tentacles in between, and sort of a human mouth still. And it opens up really wide to shout no, but as it does, you see the talon puncture through the bottom of his chin and pop out through the other side, and it cuts off his no and just becomes a gurgle, and he just like slumps like a sack of potatoes to the ground. You, in almost like a chorus, weeping cries of utter like distraught pain and agony bellow from the crucifusioners. They cannot believe what they just witnessed. The person who they gave their life for to begin this transformation is dead and no longer able to lead them to full transcendence. You see like tears, like almost tears, like mixed with like blood. Like they're almost like crying blood. They're so upset. They're like the whole room is like erupting into like the throes of agony and pain and screaming. And meanwhile, this guy drops to the floor in a big clump. And you're welcome to do whatever you want. These guys aren't going to get off. You see them trying to struggle to get off, but like as they try to struggle to get off, the parasites like flowing around their body, like just become even more aggressive. So what do you? That was a sick kill, dude. All right, what do you guys do? Okay, let me. Okay, actually, sorry. Let me fully explain. Okay, I'm gonna get out my little drawing tool here. Hold on. Okay, so you got free hand. Come on, free hand. Let me do. Okay. Where he was standing here, it's pretty much like an altar, just like you would see in any kind of church. A tabernacle, which is. Does everybody know what a tabernacle is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, tabernacle is kind of like where they store like the wine and the host or whatever. There's no wine or host in here, by the way, but there's a tabernacle over there. It's kind of a gold sort of tabernacle, like not actually made of real gold, but probably plated in gold. It's way too big to like move or carry and is actually mounted into the wall. It is like a sort of cylindrical shape with all these weird symbols of symbiote, like worms flowing in and out of people's bodies. The way it works is kind of like you would spin it, and as it spins, the other side is hollow and it opens up to everything that's inside. It's not locked or anything like that. You're unsure of anything that's left with the symbiote priest himself, because like as he collapsed to the ground, pretty much that big crimson robe he was wearing kind of collapses over his body, hood and all. It's just not, he's 100% dead beyond dead. You do see like some of the parasites start to feed on him a little bit, but anytime you go close, they all scurry away and are like not aggressively coming towards you, but kind of just trying to feed off of what's left of him. It's pretty disgusting, actually. And the altar itself, there is a book on there opened up to some sort of like really sick occult drawings of like how the parasites enter people's bodies and how the transcendence progress begins. The room is free for the pillaging. Do what you want. Let me know.
I'd really like to size up his armor and see if his clothes and shit fit on me.
Yeah. Okay, I would say this. You could wear the shoulder pauldrons. That would fit over your head okay. The gauntlets would not fit you, and the belt couldn't fit you either, just because you do actually have like non-functional wings that would get in the way.
Yeah.
So, but you would be able to easily slide the pauldrons over you.
Yeah, I'd love to do that if I could. If
All
nobody else
right.
has any objections.
Is everybody okay with that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay. See, now this is where I've got to like figure this out better. Okay, what is your DP right now?
It is.
Defense points. It might be just 0 because you're only. Oh no, I think it's 1. That's right.
I
It's
think,
1.
yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
like 1, yeah.
Put it up to 4 now. All right, and make sure you write down shoulder scale. Would it be scale mail? I don't want to call it scale mail. What do you call the scale? It's not scales. Chitin? Isn't that what like a bug's sort of armor?
Yeah.
Chitin
Yeah.
mail. Chitin mail. CHITTIN mail. MAIL. Chitin mail plus 4. Okay.
Hell yeah.
How about you guys? Oh, I will. Okay, actually, one other thing I want to say. When you pull that off of his shoulders and don it yourself, that little part that's hanging down here, you feel something like kind of like you put it on and that thing like clinks back and forth before it finally rests, and you feel something hard metal under that, even though it's made of hide. So like when you look at it, you see a key, like another skeleton key in there.
Ooh, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, there's like a tiny pocket on the inside, but okay, you got that. You've got a skeleton key. And I guess go about more of the looting.
Could I pick up the book?
Of course you can. Okay, this book is kind of epic. It's more or less this Simbakian Bible. I need to take. There's nothing you can do with this right now because it's so thick and complex that you're going to need to take a rest when you get back to town and like kind of read through this to pick out like what it will allow you to do. It is going to have some spells and stuff in it and some bioalchemical mixes, but it's kind of one of the, like, have you ever played Diablo where you have to bring something back to be identified?
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like that. You're going to have to bring this back, and probably Father Foul could look at it and be like, well, I don't approve. There are some things we can scavenge. Okay, so add that, say Bible of Symbioc. Symbioc, how do you spell that? Hold on. I was going to say like that. I can't expect anybody knows how to spell Symbioc.
There's probably like 2 hidden X's in there.
Dude, yeah. Dude,
And underscore 97, like just to make sure.
Yeah. That's I really want to draw what that whole book looks like. That's a sick looking book. Okay, you got the Bible of Symbioc, and oh god, you're typing something. All right, and okay, so Cassiel does what?
I want to see if I can actually use gauntlets from him.
Yeah, you should be able to. Let's see. Yeah, actually. Yeah, okay. There is a somewhat complex fastening system. But because, I mean, your background is like, I mean, you're from Ubaconia, like everybody knows every kind of armor possible. Go ahead and make an intelligence check real quick. 97. Yes, exactly. That's your AIM name, your AOL name, your SMS.
Yeah, the full ICQ Symbioc name.
All right, so roll a d20.
Yeah, roll a d20 and see if you equal to or less than. What's your IQ? I mean, intelligence? Huh?
10.
Oh, all right. I was gonna say if you failed, you would have had to take them back to town to be fitted. but right away you realize like the fastening system pretty much works on like how hard you press into the different dials of the worms that are on there. So we're gonna give you you're at a 1. Go ahead and put your DP up to 3.
What is this Sephiroth Symbiote XXX?
We're imagining like a 1997 name from like trying to be like ultra dark and gothic. Like, don't call me Scott, call me Sephiroth Symbiote XXXXX. I, the dark parasitic lord of the web.
Sephiroth Symbiote Bloodlord.
There you got the voice perfect. Excellent. All right, cool. All right, let's see. We got the key. We got the. Okay, do you guys want to mess with the tabernacle at all?
I do.
All right.
I feel like there's something there, but like
It's like the freakiest communion wine you've ever seen in your life.
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Okay, you got +2 onto that. You should be okay, I think. Oh no, actually, wait. What would it be? Go ahead and roll intelligence check for Giardia.
All right.
Oh, damn. Okay. Perfect success.
Oh, that is
Okay.
okay. Wow,
I'm
damn,
gonna
that's a
tell you
massive
it-
failure.
Yeah, no, it's the opposite. It's a
I know.
perfect success. Okay, so you the crazy thing is you open it up and it looks like pitch black dark, like there's nothing in there. But because some sort of old memory resurges because you were in this room for a while serving the symbiote priest, and you know if you just reach in there, whatever's in there shows up in your hand. It's kind of like a bag of holding where you can't see everything when you open it up, but if you reach in, you reach in and you feel 3 potions, and within those potions, like they're kind of like beaker tubes, you can see like the baby symbiote or parasite kind of like swarming around. And pretty much this is what people are forced to drink in order to begin the process. They're currently all corked, sealed up, and then the symbol of symbiote is on the label. These could either be drank by somebody if they were absolutely looking to destroy their body and become one with the symbiote god, or thrown as a kind of like glass grenade type sort of thing. It would not be fun to have that thrown
Like
at you.
instead of a Molotov cocktail, it's biochem weapon.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly, perfect. Like a bio cocktail. I just made that word up.
A diarrhea cocktail.
Diarrhea cocktail. Yeah, it would definitely. You'd get some diarrhea after swallowing that stuff. All right. Actually, I'm gonna write that word down. Biotolf cocktail. I kind of like that word. Okay, guys. We've gone for 2 hours straight. Quite a lot happened all of a sudden. This is kind of an amazing. I'm gonna call it here. This was awesome. This was kind of like incredible how this story unfolded. I did not imagine any of this happening. I thought it would be really cool if Draz could join, but I always have to think like, how do I make it that he's like aimlessly risen from the dead, wandering through the woods, happens to wander into the same mine shaft as you guys and says, "Oh, hey, you guys look awesome. I want to join up." Like, how do I write that in? But we incredibly organically made this happen. I'm very happy. I'm thinking maybe, are you free tomorrow, Draz, too?
Same time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's between midnight and 3 a.m. So yes.
Is that your normal?
I mean, it's weekend.
Okay. Well,
It's
don't
okay.
worry. We only play on the weekend. We won't play any other. And
It's like weekend at 9:40. Do you really think I have plans? I want to.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like us, then yeah, your plans are online. All right. So you're good for tomorrow? You think around the same time?
Yes. Could I, by the way,
honestly-
show you something quickly?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
While we're
Please.
here and planning. So you have that chat open in Roll20, and this is
Right.
also something that's good for the others. I'll try and make something fully custom. The third tab looks like a little book with magic thingies on it.
Mm-hmm.
Third tab. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you click that, there should be something that says characters Giardia.
Is that going to just show up for Scott or all of us?
Probably for Scott only.
Oh,
Okay.
character. Oh, yeah. Giardia, you're already in there. And then there's some like what I guess the
Cool.
other one's like a
If you
test.
click on that, then you basically I repurposed the Dungeons and Dragons sheet for now. But I put all the stats in and things like that. So now if I want to roll for the talent, for instance,
Yeah.
all I have to do is click on under attacks. There's like, I have a base attack
Oh.
or I have a talent attack.
And I can
And it rolls
customize
the
this
correct
to
dice
fit.
with the, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll show you how to repurpose this for the other players as well.
Oh, perfect.
And also how you can then assign them to us. Because at the moment, our tokens are disconnected from our character sheets.
Right. Okay, what we'll do, I'll jump on earlier tomorrow and just kind of, I'll start to figure it out some myself, but whenever you get on, then you can kind of, if I'm still not able, I think I might be able to figure it from here,
Sure.
but this is sick. Oh my God, that's going to make it so much easier. I do need to make custom ones, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm gonna draw them, but I'm also gonna do a digital version so that we can have actual real clear. A lot of this stuff I want to eventually make digital, whether I'm like literally going back over it with Procreate or whatever, so that if I do try to publish any of this, people have actual clear professional versions of it, not just my chicken scratch over a bunch of notebook paper. All right, dude, this is sick. Yeah, okay, we were definitely implementing
because
this.
there's quite a lot of things that people initially miss.
Yes.
Also, like that left-hand menu that has like quite a lot of tools for you. The one.
Yeah, after you
Let's
showed
see,
us that menu, I've just been playing with the FX.
Yeah, so there's one button that basically says FX.
Okay. And
It's
that is
slightly under the dice somewhere. And then what you can do with it is basically use really cool effects. Like, hey, I want to have a rocket attack that shoots slime from
effects,
this
I see.
character to this, and it will do.
I was
a slime
wondering
attack.
what that was. I was like, did I hit some kind of weird setting? That
Sorry,
was like,
no,
no,
was
it's
me.
fine, it's fine. No, please, guys, feel free. Like, learn it, mess with it, learn it. I mean, you can't erase stuff off the board, so we're gonna be fine, dude. All right, we've got it. We'll slowly be implementing more and more of this until. And I'll draw your character then for tomorrow. Okay, you need to send me a description so I can hand draw your character. So
Sure.
tomorrow you don't look like like a sack of shit. I don't know how else to describe that character. Oh my God.
I'm hoping probably in the background you're hearing some noises now from me. It's my 3D printer. I'm hoping it's finished tomorrow because that fight against the worm, I made it 3D and printing it out now. So
what the fuck?
the characters that you draw and the worm, I kind of already had some D&D characters that look similar. So I just modified them to look more like your characters. And the worm I custom made quickly. So hopefully, if the print doesn't fail, I can show you tomorrow.
Dude, I can't wait. Oh, this is epic.
Thank you.
Oh man, I can't wait, dude. That's like oh man, I'm super stoked. Oh man, yeah. That's gonna be awesome, dude. All right, yeah. Okay, so I'll get your guy drawn up. Just send me whatever like you want added to it. You are gonna be only wearing boots and a loincloth, and that'll be your hero's name, Boots and a Loincloth Man. But we'll
I mean, people finish entire Elden Ring dressed like that.
That's
so
true.
you know.
That's a good point. Here's a butter knife and a loincloth. Go kill God. That's the story of Elden Ring.
Basically.
Yeah, more or less. All right, dude, this was awesome tonight. Holy cow. This was like, there's times where you DM and you're like, okay, what I expected to happen. That was pretty decent. This is one of those times where organically everything comes together and you're like, I don't think I could have written a more perfect story. Like, characters alone made this come out perfect. Like, you guys pretty much made this work out amazing. That was awesome. All right. I'm going to sign off for tonight. Draz, thank you so much for your help on this and Thank you for joining. I
No
think
problem.
Party of 4 is like, this is a good level right here. Maybe we can add one more. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I think for sure, no matter what, I want to finish this with you guys first. I think maybe by tomorrow we might get close to the finish. We might. We'll see. I actually thought we were going to finish tonight, but this little insert made it far more interesting. We'll continue tomorrow. I'll probably sign on a little bit early, 5:30, 5:45, just to get everything set up, and probably post some new pictures of, I guess, Draz's character. And I really want to draw a scene of like one of these fights and stuff like this. Some of these have come out. That last fight was sick, dude. Like, I mean, the worm was okay or whatever, but the symbiote priest battering was just kind of like, that was awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
was
really-
brutal. I can't believe we got him on the ground and just started kicking.
Dude, like his actual defense is really high, and I was really shocked he kept failing those rolls. Like I was like, oh no, this isn't going to be good. They're going to get kind of beat. And then he kept failing the rolls, and hey, look, it's all in a chance. All right, guys. Thank you everybody who joined. Alejandra, Nuno, non-winner. Non-winner, we definitely need to collab. I know you want to do some stuff with this, and I want to work with you on doing that. I need to get some music in there again too. We didn't have the music this time because I was like, I'm not going to figure out that setting. Collective commentary. Thank you guys for joining tonight. If you have any questions about anything you saw tonight, feel free to jump on to our Discord. Can we throw the link in there real quick?
Just did.
Perfect. And if you have any questions about this, again, the name of the game is Void of Crown. If you're wondering why it's called that, it's because the motto is "In Void of Crowns, Chaos Reigns," and that's kind of what goes on in this world. And we will continue most likely again tomorrow if everybody's feeling up to it and it all goes as planned. Sound good?
Hell yeah.
Awesome, dude.
I'm awesome.
I'll jump on Discord after this probably just because I want to talk even more about this. This is exciting. And you guys have a great night, okay?
Thank you. You too, man.
All right. Peace out.
Same.